Do I have any rare sign on my palm? This is a question basically every person wants to ask, and they feel that if they have something very rare on their palm, the likelihood of success basically would increase. So in this particular video, we will be talking about Samian lines. Samian lines are basically singular lines that are running across the palm, and some people might have it in one palm, some people might have it in both the palms, and some people might have the Samian lines not in perfect, but somewhere in the middle, like it might appear to be a Samian line, but it need not be a Samian line. So in this particular video, we will be talking about this particular aspect. And before we try to describe about Samian lines, I would be just telling you regarding people who actually have these Samian lines. Tony Blair, former UK Prime Minister, then President of Philippines, also had it. King of Saudi Arabia also has it. American actor, and these actors, Robert De Niro, Anthony Hopkins, and many other people basically have it. Even a person out here, he appears to be having this Samian line. It need not be a perfect line, but it just appears. A Samian line is a line that is running across the palm. Just one single line is basically running. But in this case, what we are finding that there's an independent headline and there's an independent heart line. So this would not qualify to be a Samian line. Samian line is just one line and not two lines. So we basically just take a look at it again. Many people, what they have is just one single line running across the palm. So there's no gap between the heart and the head. Just going to draw this over. This is the heart line and this is the head line. Some people might have it. So there's a gap in the middle. So if there's a gap in the middle, it's a normal kind of a lines a person is having. But in few cases, the lines basically merge into one. And once they merge into one, basically it signifies that that particular line is a Samian line, and those people could be single tracked people, like there would be no boundaries between the thought process as well as their emotions, so it combines into one. And it might make a person very, very different. It might make a person to be to have a very different kind of a personality, because normal people, they when they take decisions, their head, their thought process, and their heart, their emotions basically come into play, and they intermingle together to bring out the best decision. So so that is basically the Samian line. One particular person basically did ask that do I have a Samian line? Basically, people are asking this particular question because they're feeling that if they have a Samian line, it would be the best sign on their palm. It need not be that if you have got a rare line, it would be the best, because many people might have a Samian line and they're just normal people, and they do not they have not reached at great heights, and because of their a personality which is very abnormal kind, that is the reason basically people might be shunning away, like moving away from them. Such peoples can be very strong friends, or they could be very strong enemies. So you have to be careful with them. because if they like if this is the headline and the heartline is merging into one, and in this case it appears that the headline is becoming more prominent. I'll take another case, like if it's a line something like this, and there's no headline, and this is the lifeline, then the person would be heart oriented, totally emotional, totally extremely emotional. So even that is that could bring that there could be negativity into it, that the person might take emotional decisions to such a degree that it might harm that particular person itself, and the person might have great sufferings. So a Simian line should be seen with care, and Simian line people become single tracked either on their emotion or totally the thought process, or the head, or headstrong people. They could be extremely headstrong people, and their personalities are different. Many people who are close to them, it would be difficult for them to associate with such people and understand them completely, because their reactions are different from normal people. Their emotions are different from normal people. Their thought process is different from normal people. Simian is basically a monkey, and monkey basically are like quite single tracked, and the line is known as Simian, but it need not be that these people would be correlated to monkeys. So don't correlate it to this particular aspect, that Simian basically, because the name is Simian and Simian is basically monkey, those people would be something, would be having those kind of qualities only. So such people, if they kind of go on the track of making their life better, they have that single track to make it super good, and if they kind of go towards the negative side of life, their life could bring about many negative aspects, and their relationships can be bad, and their relationships could maybe different, and the main part is understanding these people is extremely difficult. So in this particular video, I've tried to give an explanation regarding the Simian line, and I would request you to give your comments, and that's it for this particular question. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them down below. I will try to answer them, and this video will be in a playlist where it's a question answer playlist on my YouTube channel. There you can take a look at the other things, like many people have different questions about palmistry, so I've tried to combine them together and put them in the playlist of question and answers. So thank you for watching, and do subscribe to my channel. Bye and take care.